Hey everyone, it's Livin Room Podcast. I'm Boss Man 1, Boss Man 2, I'm Boss Man 3 right here.
The Boss Boys.
Yeah, buddy. So it's been a while. I just wanted to catch up with y'all, see how y'all been. I know Dom specifically recently had his golden star.
Turned 28.
Yes, sir.
We had a big party at Dave & Buster's.
Let's go.
That's cool.
You know, I'm not the best at planning stuff, so so I may have invited too many people, and I may have not got enough tables. Because they wouldn't let us do one big reservation for 30 people.
Right.
So we tried to finesse it.
Yeah.
So we did 5 reservations of 8. Just in case we had extra seats. That's 40 right there.
No, I'm trying to multiply in my head.
It's 40.
Yeah.
Because my parents kept inviting extra people too.
Oh my God.
We already have a lot of people.
Did your parents end up coming, or was it?
Yeah,
just...
they were there.
Oh, okay.
They had their own separate table too.
Oh, that's cute. That's funny.
So we had 40 seats in separate areas all over the place.
Yeah.
That was quite interesting. But the thing where he said he doesn't plan well, at least he actually planned, because before he just would show up and expect things to work out.
Oh yeah, 2 years ago we just pulled up and said, "Oh no, you had to make the reservation." So you got there before I did.
Yeah.
And then we had to wait 2 hours,
2 hours.
for at least that time we had a giant
One
table
big
with
table.
all 30 people or whatever it was, instead of being spread out. But it was a new location too,
Yeah.
the one that we had his party at. So
And everyone was on the same floor. That's what I was trying to go for.
right, so just didn't help that
everyone-
integration, because everyone
I had to
was
jump from
everyone-
table to table.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
barely-
there's multiple floors at Dave & Buster's?
Yeah, the new one.
The one we went to
and-
was 2 floors.
Yeah,
Okay. That's
pretty
cool.
pretty nice. But it was pretty interesting because you guys lost. They lost power or whatever.
Oh yeah,
or
someone
fire
put
alarm.
the fire
Yeah.
alarm.
So they shut down the whole David
All the
Buster's.
games went off, and the people who were eating just left.
Oh my God. But you guys stuck it through and just waited.
Yeah, we just stood there and hung out.
Oh my God.
They're like, "Nothing's wrong, guys. Some kid pulled the alarm."
Give it 5-10 minutes to reboot all the games. I was like,
We'll
wow.
be back up.
Yeah.
Only at Dom's birthday something crazy like this would happen.
Watch me someone from my party.
So what were you guys doing when the power went off?
We were just
chilling.
Yeah, so now
We
we
just
Like
chilled
eating,
and
or were you guys in the middle of a game?
Oh no, we were just
No, we
standing
basically
there
done with the
talking.
day. Yeah, because we
Oh,
went
okay.
to the bar
Yeah.
area, and we just sat there because the UFC was going on.
Yeah.
And when we got there at 6, and it was still going by the time we left at 1.
Yeah,
That was pretty crazy. Pretty crazy
Yeah.
day. Put in perspective how long we were there, how long UFC could go.
long party.
Yeah. So what's since it's your golden star, what are the main goals, aspirations you want to do for this year, if any, or have you put any thought into that? Guess not.
Honestly, still mostly with my game design stuff. I'm still
Nice.
trying to get something up and running, some kind of indie game. That's the big goal.
Right.
Do you know how to code?
No, I'm an artist. I do animation stuff. Code makes my brain hurt.
Yeah.
It's too much.
No, do you have any people that you work with? And
Yeah, I got
okay.
a friend who does the coding.
Okay. Can you give away any details about the game that you're working on, or no?
No, I signed contracts. I signed
NDAs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Recording video.
But do you
goes
just
my
have
job.
just one project, or do you have multiple?
I have 2 companies I'm jumping back and forth between.
Oh shit! So you're like a freelancer?
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty sick, bro. I'm
Yeah,
jealous. You actually have an interesting job, and we just have
Well,
boring
you guys
ass,
have way more secure jobs though.
Yeah, that's true.
I know, but if you assuming you live one life, you don't want to just
YOLO.
YOLO.
yeah, you just work shitty jobs
Yeah.
for the rest of your life. Not shitty, you make a lot of money, but you spend 60 hours a week
Yeah.
just doing things that you, at the very root of things, you're just unhappy, and before you know it, you're gonna be old and bitter. Whereas you're just kind of, it's not like it's not hard for you,
Yeah.
but it's meaningful. And then when you look back to what you've accomplished in life, then you feel like you've made more of an impact.
Yeah, definitely. When I'm old and bitter, I can look back at my
Yeah.
I made this game.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of how life is, though. You kind of want to leave your imprint
Yeah.
or your mark on it. So, but going back to the job security, that's a big thing, because I know a lot of gaming developers have like let go so many people,
especially now, right now.
Sony like let go of a lot, like Bungie, I know, like let go of a lot. There's other ones too.
Because all these companies like super sized up during COVID because games were selling so much since people couldn't go outside.
Right.
And now they're like, fuck, we can't keep that going.
Right.
So they had to fire a bunch of people.
Sucks.
It's all happening at once. Like nobody could see it coming.
Yeah, for real. It's just big waves of layoffs.
I think Activision probably laid off.
Oh, I think it was Activision.
Yeah, they had a lot.
Yeah.
Like
I think they laid off
that.
like a third of their employees or some shit.
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
really bad.
It's fucking wild. Yeah. How long did you know you wanted to do something with animation?
Honestly, as soon as I finished high school,
Okay.
I went to like a college fair and I saw like an art section. I was like, oh, I want to do that. And then I applied instantly.
But have you always been like good at like design and animation?
I did a lot of art growing up,
Okay.
but I didn't do animation until I got older.
Okay. It's kind of expensive to do. Like you can't
art schools
just
are
download the software and like you probably need like really nice computers for that.
Well, you have like the 3D tablets.
Yeah, I
or
have the really
whatever.
big tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends how fancy you go. Some of them are cheap, like not cheap, but like $100. But if you get like fancy, it's like $1,000. You want like the really big screens.
Yeah.
That's like what you're passionate, especially if you're gonna like pursue that. You should invest in yourself. With,
Definitely.
Good equipment.
Best equipment, best software.
Right.
So do you like own any of like the fancy equipment or do you have to go somewhere to
Oh no, I
use it?
bought the big fancy tablet.
Ooh.
I was like, I need this.
Is it like how expensive does it get?
The one I bought was $900.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cheaper than I thought. I was thinking it'd be like 10 grand or some shit.
10,000. I don't even know it goes that high.
Like
Probably
I could probably buy
does.
one and like just do it as a hobby if I wanted to.
Yeah, if you really wanted to.
Have you ever experimented with 3D printing or anything like
I
that?
have
He has
actually.
one.
Oh,
Yeah, I have
shit.
a couple.
What do you make?
I tried doing custom figurines actually.
Okay.
I get the waifu figures. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
3D printing's fun if it works, but they mess up a lot.
Yeah.
It's expensive for like certain material.
Definitely.
Yeah. I wanted to 3D print take that mic and 3D print just like the body here and then just buy like foam and put this inside so it kind of looks like a fake version of that.
Wait, why?
Just for the aesthetics, you know.
Someone's like trying to speak in it. He's just like, that's my
what?
face.
Is this a
I
real
mean, like,
mic?
what? Yeah.
No, bro, it's plastic.
No, I've seen versions of that mic, but the
Yeah.
body is like maybe purple or whatever, and it's like super cool. Or like the foam part is like a different color, like fucking.
Well, I mean, you
glow
could
in
probably
the
just
dark,
get like
you know?
a
Different
different
foam,
foam.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or you want it custom made?
yeah.
He's like, I want to do it myself. I'm not gonna buy the
I want
foam.
a custom
I want to
made
make it myself.
Livin Room Podcast microphone.
It would have been cheaper if I just. Well, I was thinking it'd be cheaper if I just kind of did a makeshift version of that and just turned this into basically that instead of buying the original Shure SM7B because it's like $400 like new for each one. So it's if I had to buy two of them, it's like $800 already.
Right.
Or used, it would be like $600 total.
Right.
Yeah.
But it goes back to like
Your
what
passions.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like especially if
Having
you're
the
gonna
best.
stick with this for a while. It's good to. I mean, we'll see how it goes with like maybe we set up like a Patreon or something like that. People like donate and like eventually help us get better equipment. You know, and it doesn't have to be like an overnight thing. So
Yeah.
but we want to eventually
support.
level up our game. I mean, we've done pretty well with like the
What we
setup
got,
now,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
far, and we've learned from our pilot to now. So I mean, we come a long way. There's still hopefully a long
more to
way
go.
ahead.
Yeah.
Still more to go. Still a lot ahead of us. So I got to be optimistic and all that stuff. So
Yeah. What's the coolest thing that you made, like art-wise in general? Could be 3D printing. It could be animation. Have you ever animated like a short film or anything like that?
No, nothing yet. Nothing that big yet. But,
Okay.
maybe someday I would like to do like a short film or something like that.
Well, you like
maybe
final
it's on the
projects,
golden
right, for-
golden birthday list. You
Yeah.
know, the
Make
golden
the
year.
Livin Room
golden
Podcast film.
experience.
The
Yeah.
golden experience.
Golden experience.
I think the coolest thing I made though was I entered this art competition.
Okay.
It's by this artist called Rostraws.
Astros.
He had like a
Yeah.
thing where you can like redraw his character, something like that.
Okay.
So I made a 3D model of his two characters.
Okay.
And it just came out really, really nice. That's actually how I got my current job. Because I posted it on LinkedIn and someone saw it and
Oh,
they were
shit.
like,
Okay.
oh shit, hire this guy.
Pretty good. Right?
Yeah.
So how does it work? well, how does work in like do you sign on for like a 1 year like contract?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, it depends on the company, but right now that's what I'm doing. I have like 1 year contracts.
Oh, that's very scary.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
You don't know
saying.
where your next job could
exactly.
possibly be.
Are you just trying to pile on like as many projects as you possibly can?
Not too many though, because sometimes they have strict deadlines, and you don't want to
Oh,
get
I see.
too stretched out.
Gotcha.
But yeah, usually, well, for me right now, I have like 1 year contracts, and they renew until the game's done.
Okay. Well, at least, yeah,
Well, they hopefully renew, but sometimes things can happen.
Right. Making cuts and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're probably like the first ones to be let go because you're just a contractor.
Yeah. Because studios run out of money a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Games are hard.
100%.
I think it's just the time to grind. Like we're all young, we have a lot of energy, so it's like you should kind of be like overworking yourself and trying to build like a portfolio of like building your resume, whatever you're doing. So
100%. I think in your 20s is like the time to be like taking risks.
Yeah, for real.
So like you should be like swinging for the fences and hopefully it works. But if it fails, like you still have like a lot of time out of you to like like catch yourself.
To adjust.
Because if you like we're like 30, I mean, granted, some people have kids in their 20s and stuff like that, but like 30s settle down, like you're not going to be willing to take like those huge risks because of all like the other things that potentially are relying on you, like the stability.
The whole family relying on you now, and it's like,
exactly.
Oh, I can't make this game.
Exactly.
This bankrupt, my family's bankrupt.
Right.
We live in a box.
Exactly. I'm gonna be on the street. You know?
At least I made a game, guys. The kids are like, Dad, what is that? We have no home.
yeah, I don't even mind like not getting enough sleep. I just feel like I'm useless if I'm not working on my passions and not doing like what I want to do. So
And the
good,
grind
though.
set.
Yeah,
That's good though.
Do you have a yearly goal or for this year?
I have a lot of goals. I mean, I don't like the whole like concept of like a New Year's resolution because like you should always have goals, at least in my opinion.
But resolution is like something you're trying to change. But goals is like something that
Could be.
Well, I mean, resolution is part of a goal because
It's like a short form goal, I guess.
But like goals could be like more like long term, like that. Like you're
You don't have to wait till New Year's to
change.
Yeah, to have
Or make goals too.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah. It's just like everyone who, like everybody, like from January through February, their New Year's resolution is to lose like 20 pounds, and the gyms are super busy for like maybe a month straight, and then everyone starts kind of like dipping.
Right. But also that's like the hardest time for a lot of people, especially in the Midwest, because it's the cold and people are just lazy.
They don't want to travel to the gym when it's freezing.
Yeah, so it makes sense that, surprisingly, that people start probably like the first week and then probably it's like, it's too cold.
They're just like, I'm done.
I'm gonna hibernate like the bears do. You know,
I'll get them next year.
Yeah, I'll get them next year. It was a good week.
Yeah, I feel like going to the gym for like weight loss goals is like, instead of saying that you're gonna go to the gym like every day, you should just like diet.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're eating crap and you're going to the gym, you're not actually like losing weight.
That's true.
So I mean, if you're trying to build muscle, then sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's like a good way to burn fat too. Not lose weight, but burn fat is by just going to the gym. But if you're trying to like do fat and get muscle, and
I think it depends on the person. Like, if you eat
diet
McDonald's every meal, then you'll burn maybe 400, 500 calories max at the gym, like lifting weights. Unless you're like a cardio king or cardio queen, then you'll burn
Just
more
running
calories.
the whole time.
Yeah. But some people, they'll go to the gym, they don't actually work out. Like they'll just listen to music on their phone. They just fucking take really long breaks and then they'll leave after like an hour.
Just do like one rep and go, okay, I'm gonna check Facebook or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's times when I've gone to the gym and like say like I do chest and tries that day, and then I start at the bench and this other guy starts at the bench, and then I do my whole workout and
he's
leave.
still there.
He's still at the
With his
bench.
phone.
I'm just like, bro, what are you doing, man?
We just switch, starts playing a game. Like, bro,
Bro,
I'm working out, bro.
You can do this at home, bro.
Gaming at the gym.
Yeah. It's just like the public issues with public gyms, but I don't like when people doing like are you guys familiar with like supersets?
Yeah, I do supersets.
Oh, I don't like people that do supersets at the gym.
I mean, if you have like less time.
No,
Yeah,
when
just
it's
trying to be
busy and you're
efficient.
hogging like 3 different like
Equipment.
then it's like
or
I
dumbbell
kind of
weights,
want to
whatever.
like
Right.
work my shit in and just get out as fast as possible. But I have to wait for this guy that like he's just finishing something and he'll come back. So Yeah, I don't.
It
really
also
like
depends on the time you go, because if you go usually around like the 5 to 7 p.m. time, like after work, after those
peak.
9, it's like peak
Yeah.
freaking busyness.
So I just go during DJ hours.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They usually go like.
I just work out at
11
Anytime
to 1.
Fitness, and I'll work out at like midnight.
Anytime.
Anytime,
At midnight?
anywhere.
You go at midnight?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
I mean, I work from home, so it's like if I go to the gym from like 12 to 1:30, I could still sleep at 2 and get 7 hours of sleep because I just roll out of bed.
Yeah.
And then I just log onto my computer. So.
Pros
get
of
that.
working from home.
Aren't you like the same way? Like, 'cause
Yeah, I
you're
would
basically
say.
work from home as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get up, go to the computer, see what I got to do today.
But my workouts are better in the morning just because I think it's something with having sunlight like out, and it just helps you, like it helps with your productivity and your energy levels and stuff. By
What's
nighttime,
with that
I'm
vitamin
pretty tired.
D or C
yeah.
or whatever? I think it's
The
C.
vitamin D.
I think it's D from the sun. I think.
Is it D?
I think it's vitamin
C.
D.
Vitamin D.
It sees from like oranges or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
could
vitamin
be-
C.
Not?
Oranges. Vitamin C is in oranges.
Yeah.
Vitamin D is more from like milk and whatnot.
But what's the sun? Or that's vitamin. That's
Hey, we
pretty.
need a fact check.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
In the living room, like. But yeah, I think like having that whatever vitamin it is, like going out to the sun is very vitamin D.
There we
Oh,
go.
yeah, there we
It's
go.
your editor. You know, keep in the clutch, bro.
Editor note.
Yeah.
Voice from beyond.
It's like my voice doesn't pick up on the mics.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, the vitamin D probably helps with you going in the morning and working
so you feel like
out,
you can like
yeah.
lift more in the morning? Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
I'm just more productive in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Some people are more productive at night.
Yeah, they're like the night owls. I'm more of
Yeah.
a night owl. I do a lot of more stuff at night.
I wouldn't consider myself a night owl, but then working mornings kind of converted me into kind of a morning person. Like you kind of have to
Well, I
be.
mean, it's default
So-
because you're like a 9 to 5, so you
Yeah.
have default.
I am.
But then my sleep schedule is like fucked up. Like I mean,
What time do you usually go to bed?
on weekends like 4 in the
jeez.
morning. On weekdays, like 1, 2. Maybe.
Okay, that's the same for me actually.
Yeah, but your
Usually 2
your
a.m.
body can't transition between circadian rhythms like that fast. So like for the longest time, I thought I had like sleeping issues, but I think I'm just like I don't have consistent sleeping schedules, and that's huge.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because your body clock, like it can't adjust to.
Yeah, it's just 'cause
Yeah.
you're confused.
Yeah, with all the time changes, but everyone's different because I could sleep like a baby majority of the time, or whatever time it is, you know. So,
but you're one of those lucky people that can sleep like 4 hours, 5 hours.
even
Be
less,
fine.
2, 3 hours.
We had to when we were
Do you
on our
wake up
trip.
feeling refreshed or what?
Yeah, I feel fine.
Do you ever have to make up the sleep?
No, I try not to take naps.
Yeah, I don't either.
No, but your
'Cause I
body
never-
doesn't force you to like make up for like not sleeping 7 hours a day.
No,
Oh, you're one lucky bastard.
because usually when I have like 8, 10, or whatever, like usually when
Yeah.
I was at university, there's like times where just like there's nothing to do and I just
Yeah,
sleep
just
the whole
sleep.
day. And I mean, logically, you wouldn't think you'd be tired because you have so much sleep, but like my body like makes me feel tired. I don't
Yeah.
know why. Because
Just wake up like sluggish feeling.
yeah, I get like 12 hours. I'm like, why am I yawning?
like,
I
what
just
the
slept for 12 hours.
I slept half a day and I'm
No.
tired. What is this?
So yeah, usually like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, wow.
Just, like decent.
Yeah, just whatever.
yeah, whatever's.
I think 5 is the minimum I need, and then I'm fine.
But then, do you feel like you have to take a nap later on in the day?
Nah.
Okay.
At 5, I'm good. Anything less than 5, though.
So I'm just unlucky. You guys can sleep less hours and get away with it. Because I would be so productive if I only need to sleep 4 or 5 hours a day.
So you need like 8 minimum. That's what.
Yeah, and if I don't get enough sleep, if I don't get that 7 to 8 hours of sleep, I have to make it up later in the day, and I just feel like that fucks up my like momentum.
Oh yeah.
So like I'll work a full shift, and then I have to nap, and then I wake up, and then I have to go to the gym, and before I know it, it's dark already, and then I feel lazy.
Dang, yeah.
So, yeah.
But I think like taking naps, even like would throw off like your sleep schedule because sometimes like obviously depending on how long the nap is.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it's like 15, 20 minutes. Sometimes it's an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours.
Because you're not tired when it's time to go to sleep,
Yeah,
right?
and then you can't sleep.
At some point, it's not a nap anymore. It's just sleep.
Just
But
sleep
like
too.
it depends how, because that's like I think it's like 4 hours for you to like reach like REM sleep. So you don't really get those cycles until you reach that time. So I think until you have those 4 hours necessary. I mean, it could be longer, it could be less, but I think it's 4 hours to get into REM sleep. And a nap, ideally you shouldn't be getting into REM sleep because it shouldn't be that long. So.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's points where you're taking a nap,
And you're just like,
and then it's like 6 hours or something like that.
oh crap.
Yeah, I'm just like, this was not supposed to be this
Now it's
long.
super late. Now I'm not tired.
Yeah. Now it's like actual time where I need to sleep, and now I can't sleep.
Now my
because
schedule's messed up.
Yeah. What's the longest you've stayed up like in a row?
Straight.
Yeah.
New York.
I was
New
the
York
same. It was in New York.
Probably like 5 days straight. Oh my god. Because we couldn't sleep. So like when we were there,
Wait, like 0 naps. It's just staying
zero
up.
naps.
So
Yeah.
we're in New York.
Yeah.
When we're in New York, the city that never sleeps, I understand why the saying says
Literally.
that.
Yeah.
But also, like, we were at the mercy of like the people, because me and Dom and like we had this 2 other people with us, and they were snorers, so we were at the mercy of the people who snore. So I mean, when they fell asleep, we know
just
they were
done.
sleeping. So
There was no sleep for us. If we didn't fall asleep first, it was over.
Oh my
we
God.
tried to pop like, or I did like NyQuil and ZQL, and
That didn't help me.
I didn't
help
do
me.
anything.
Yeah, it didn't help me at all.
I tried something too.
Were you
it
guys
did not
drinking
help.
the whole time?
No,
Oh.
we just did a lot of walking because we went to like we went. Our
So
main
you didn't
purpose
feel
was like,
tired at all when you were not sleeping for 5 days?
no, we were crazy, dude. we were like
lost all of our
insane.
brain
We
cells.
were insane. We were just
Yeah.
going crazy.
We were trying to ride the train one time.
Yeah.
And we messed up 3 times.
We just had to keep switching back and forth. It was so
Yeah.
bad. We
At
had
least you
no
guys weren't
brain
driving
cells.
or anything like that.
Oh, thank God.
no.
I mean,
Yeah.
awful.
In New York is the transit is really
Yeah.
good to have for sure. It's just the layout is very confusing because like the or the CTA here is like very easy labeled on which direction it's going. We couldn't tell which direction. They have like no clear signs on like which way it's going. So like more times it's just like
We just have,
guess like put it up to fate. Hopefully we pick the right side.
Yeah.
oh crap, this is the wrong way.
Yeah, because like there's one time we walked on and it was like, wait, this is the wrong direction, so we all walked.
So like Apple Maps doesn't really help at all in that situation or what?
Well, it tells you to get on this one, but it doesn't
Say,
like the
which-
It doesn't
this
tell you
train
which
station.
side. Like,
No, I don't think so.
No.
okay.
It just says you should take this one going north or what is it, uptown or downtown. Like
Yeah.
that's usually how it flows. And it says, all right, take the uptown, but like there's like no label when you're into the train station of knowing which one's uptown or like
Yeah.
downtown.
Oh, that's f***ed up.
Yeah. So like here it's like pretty clearly labeled the direction
it's, like,
which way it's
easy.
going. So I'm just like I have no clue.
Especially it's a big like tourist like area. It should be like clarified more.
Right.
You would
Yeah.
think.
Like, you want to encourage people to like use the train instead of like driving in. But I mean, every time I've been to New York City, we've always just kind of like driven in and then Ubered if we needed to.
Oh, Uber
Yeah.
probably was crazy.
And
Yeah.
like when we did take the train, there were people like my mom had friends that lived in the city that were able to show us like where to go. So
Oh, so you guys had a guide.
I just can't imagine going there like alone or with a friend that's not been in the area and just
Yeah.
trying to like guess.
Well, I mean,
I would just talk to random people.
You have like our iPhones. It helps with, or
Yeah.
smartphones. I mean, not everyone has an iPhone. There is a smartphone that like help with location and where to go. But it's just like that aspect of it is just very difficult because there should be like improvements on making clarity and
Just so you
where you're
know the
going
right
to.
train.
Yeah, so you're not confused.
Yeah.
And for people, I mean, probably the New Yorkers are used to like, oh, this is the
They go, this is
way.
easy.
Yeah.
You guys
It's on
are
easy
idiots.
mode. Yeah, it's on easy mode right
How do you
now.
guys not know this train goes this way?
Have you guys seen like people jump the turnstiles like at like the train station?
Yeah, we did it after
Ooh.
we did it because
Absolutely
we paid
did
the
it.
first time, and then I'm just like, all right, we went on the wrong. Okay, we thought this was the wrong side, but it was actually the right side, and then because we thought it was wrong, we went on the other side, which
Yeah.
was actually the wrong side. But I'm like,
Okay.
I'm not
We're
gonna
gonna
pay
keep
twice.
paying all those times.
Yeah, and then eventually, like when you like switch sides so much or like pay in a short amount of time, like they lock you out, and that's what
Yeah.
happened to one of our friends, and he got really mad
He got, yeah.
Oh my god.
because he got
Yeah,
like we
he-
switched 3 times. And
he
he
was
paid
the-
all 3 times.
He was a
and
good
got
guy,
really
the good
mad,
Samaritan.
yeah.
He paid each time.
Yeah.
And he got really mad.
How much is the train over there?
like $2, $3?
It's really cheap.
It's the same like as over here.
Yeah, really cheap.
It's $2 for. Oh, no, I think the bus is $2, and then the train might be like $2.50 or something like that.
That's like $3.
yeah.
One way. If you get a day pass here, it's $5. So it's
Okay.
and if you take advantage of it, or just like go both ways, you save $1. So it's pretty good.
Okay.
So it's pretty cheap. I mean, obviously, a lot cheaper than Ubering or ride sharing
in New York.
Taxis, and you're basically be waiting there for like in traffic for like 40 minutes to an hour.
So it's not like
disgusting.
Chicago where they have like someone kind of in like one of those like mini offices or whatever, and they can see if people are jumping.
No, there's no
yeah.
security that I remember seeing at all.
Okay. There's no security on the trains themselves either.
I don't know.
Normally they don't have security on even ones out here too often. I see.
It depends on where. Like I
It's
think like in
super
the
late.
Probably
They have
times of
security.
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
no like the hood areas. Like I know like going to like the west side.
Yeah.
Near some stops there are like cops that are on that train because shit kind of goes down. I have some like pretty like bad horror stories like kind of
please tell
Yeah, I
it.
was saying, this is the
Please
perfect time to
tell.
share it.
She,
If you feel like it, yeah.
where do I start?
Wherever you want to.
I remember, so I went to like downtown, like Chicago for university, and at the time, like I had to go to church, and for some reason, like that church was located on the west side, like like the Austin, Chicago area, and I remember coming, like we finished like the church service, and we were taking me and my brother were taking the blue line back to like downtown. And I think, what time was it? I think it was around like 9:30ish. And we were walking, like we were maybe like a couple 100 feet away from the actual like station. And this one dude saw me and him walking, just carrying a baseball bat for no reason. I don't know why. And he started springing towards us, and we're like, oh fuck. And we kind of like ran in there, and we didn't jump the turnstile. We actually like swiped in, and I'm just like, oh shit, I hope he doesn't catch up. And we kept running down, and we hid behind one of the pillars, and he just kind of like came out like looking for us. So we actually waited, and like we kept peering behind the like the mini pillars to see if he would get on the train, and then eventually he did, and then we waited for 2 more trains to come through before getting on it to go to
Where you need to go.
yeah. But then when we got onto like that third train after, there was another guy, and I think he was just carrying like a fucking knife, just kind of just swinging around. And then my brother was like, "Oh, we should get out of this one too." So we got off at like the next station, and then we waited for like a better train. And yeah, that was like a mess.
Yeah.
I've gotten my phone stolen near the same area, so it's like just texting on a summer like evening. Also going to church, so maybe I should probably not go to church anymore. Yeah.
Oh.
Because it was a lot of trauma there. Not trauma, but it's just like
Unfortunate experiences
Yeah.
that happen.
no. I was just like texting my friend, just minding my own business. I think I had my earplugs in, or not earplugs, my headphones. And then when it got to a stop and the doors open, these 2 dudes started like running across the aisle past each other, and they snatched like 2 or 3 phones each, and then they ran out as soon as the doors were gonna like close.
Gee.
And then I was just like I just got this new like, iPhone, and I lost it within a week. So then
That's crazy.
I had to go back to my shitty like Android phone that like was barely working. So that's all I had for a few months. But we weren't able to catch them because they like turned it off. And like so they didn't have the location services anymore, but we were able to like brick the phone, but it just kind of felt like a waste of money.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Especially you just got it. That's really unfortunate to
yeah.
hear.
Now I have like trust issues with like I'll text like if I'm just walking around Chicago.
And then do you have like when on that new iPhone, did you have like Find My iPhone and whatnot on it, or at
yeah,
the
we
time?
knew like
Okay,
they stopped
location.
by like a church on like the west side, and then that's when like the location stopped like showing or whatever. Because I think there's like businesses with this where they will try to sell to China and reactivate it over there, and like they'll get money that way. But like on summer nights or just summers in general, I usually don't take my phone out like in general. I know like people like text and whatever, but I don't want to be one of those like suckers. I don't want to call people suckers but I was like in that position.
And then, I mean, that's how it is with life in general. We just learn from experiences, good or bad, and we learn how to adapt based on those good or bad experiences.
Very expensive lessons.
Yeah.
Sometimes, sometimes it's
unfortunate lesson. Yeah.
Price tags on it are a lot more than others, but you live and learn, as the saying goes. So
yeah, I'm trying to think of like other, like all of these experiences are on the train. It's just like past 9 or 10 p.m. like on the blue line. It's not even the worst line either.
I know it's not.
Which
But
was
like
the worst?
it could still red
Lines, yeah.
red line going to
bad.
the south side.
Oh, okay.
Like everyone on the train is pretty scary at that
yeah.
point. Well, at least on the blue line. I'm trying to think of what else happened. I know there's this one guy that like I know what he looks like, but he always smells like piss every time he walks. Like
Is he homeless?
Probably. I mean, I don't know anyone who has a home that smells like piss for, like, unless he just pees on himself or whatever.
Just
but,
cause.
yeah.
I mean, if you're homeless, you pee on yourself to
yeah.
stay warm, probably.
Oh,
It smells like normal, and then as soon as like the door opens and he walks in, the whole like
Train
room
cart?
smells like the whole train
Alright.
cart
Probably
smells
homeless.
like piss, and then when he goes to the next one, like the smell lingers, and it just kind of like it's almost like he infected the air. It's like it's kind of like Febreze, but it's like shit. yeah, he could smell worse, but it's just
Pea breeze or something. Pea breeze, yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, if he's homeless, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you gotta do what you gotta do. Because I like, there's one by the station we're at. There's a homeless guy that, and you just see it's like he's there. There's like pee stains, and I don't know if there's poo stains, but there's pee stains, and he sits, he lays underneath the lamp that has like the heat on it too.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that guy just,
Yeah.
I think he like rolls around in his pee. So I mean, that's why I bring it to that guy. So he's probably homeless too. And just does that too.
They're both using
So
Febreze.
he basically lives like a dog, kind of
Yeah,
like a stray dog.
yeah, and then he has like pigeons and whatnot, like
See,
his
it's like a
friends.
Yakuza character. It's Namba.
Because there'd be like freaking like every time I go there, like when I go to like the office and take the train, there'd be like at least 5 to 10 pigeons by him every
What?
time, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Guy's
this,
an army
this
of
man,
pigeons.
yeah. He's like, attack!
He's plotting something, fighting his revenge.
Yeah. If I were homeless, I feel like I would try to like hack things my way. Like I would
What do you
beg.
mean?
So I would beg for enough money that I could make at least $10, $20 a day. So like $10 covers my food for the day. I'll just go to McDonald's, and the $10 would cover for like, well, I'd save up, but I would get a
Save up if you're homeless.
Bro, you can't
Open
afford
a
to
savings account. You
They can't
know?
afford to save.
Get that interest on there.
I would
The banks will laugh at you.
no, I would go to Planet Fitness, and I would literally like, it's like $10 a month, and I would go there for showers. I'll work out all day, like I don't know, just
That'd be an interesting way of being homeless.
Just at gym membership.
I'll hang out at Planet Fitness, the library, because the library you can read books, so it's like you're not gonna be too bored. There's computers and stuff. You can use it for free.
Dang, man.
So like
We're gonna have a homeless special.
you could be very creative as a homeless person.
This man always like thinks of like the ways that you don't normally think of
Like,
with
bro.
anything.
Bro.
Because on the Would You Rather, he's always thought of like these like other like steps that needed
I know, this
that
is
didn't
his
weren't
whole
necessarily
plan.
part of the question.
Man's
Yeah.
out here
Like, make
trying to min-max being homeless.
I mean, like you have to like deal with the cards you're dealt with, so you have to do something. Like, would you rather be a miserable piss-smelling hobo, or like would you rather
Gym
rather
membership
make the most
homeless?
out of it, bro? Like,
Gym, library, hobo.
yeah.
Super
That has a
educated.
savings account.
Bro, the banks will laugh at you.
You don't have to have a savings account and just like
Put $1 in every day.
yeah, you don't just spend your money on stupid shit.
Well, how about this? Because there's a lot of people that are like homeless or like people that are immigrating. They're based on like
Yeah.
coming up from the south to here, and like they're out on the street, whatever. Why don't they like apply for jobs? I mean, it's more of the homeless, because I mean, the people that are like legal immigrants that come here, like people like look for like it's like social security numbers
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
So they can't really
So they
get
can't do
jobs.
that, but sometimes they pay under the table,
Yeah.
which is another understandable thing. But why
Yeah.
wouldn't they want to like pursue getting a job? Or are they just so used to being like stagnant with that lifestyle of not doing anything? That's why they don't want to work. But there's like, I feel that there's opportunities out there, and there's places that are always looking for people. that they probably could get a job. I just don't feel like they don't want to get a job. You feel where I'm coming from, or no?
Well, that's assuming that like they don't want jobs. I feel like a lot of,
But like, cause like they're begging, like a lot of the immigrants, like you see them on like the street. I already call them like the traffic lights, always on like the islands, like saying help and whatnot. Like, I mean, that goes.
There's
back
a lot
to what
of
I'm saying,
jobs
like,
that won't hire you if you're homeless.
That's true. Yeah.
because you need an address, I guess.
Yeah. If they see a
Yeah.
homeless guy walking, they're just not gonna be like, yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah. There's also
Maybe
like
that's
risks of like
working against them,
when you have your interview, they're gonna ask you like, what is your mode of transportation? If you don't have a car, then you might not be reliable. And I think
Right.
they can discriminate you based off of something like that. Like it's not like a racial thing. It's just like you need to be able to get to work consistently
Right.
and on time, or else we can't like deal with that. So
But also, if you're homeless, you could literally be like be around that working area. Like if you're
Dang,
like,
living at the job.
yeah, like live at the job or something like that, or buy the job or something like that.
It's kind of messed up.
like, I think it's easier to be homeless in a city than the suburbs. Obviously, like the suburbs.
But also, it depends on like geographically speaking where you're
Yeah.
into. I'd rather be homeless in like Florida or California,
it's nice
somewhere
most of the time.
where it's warm, 100% compared to here.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of crime in Florida though. So
But to homeless
That's the
people,
most
though.
big. That's the
Yeah.
most big cities anyway.
yeah.
But yeah, I'd rather be homeless there because at least I won't die of like
You won't freeze.
hypothermia of
So
like
you have
going like
brutal winters out here.
yeah, which wasn't the case this year, which is
Yeah.
surprising, and we'll take that of course.
For real.
Yeah.
But more times than not, yeah, winter and whatnot is because people like for sure die like homeless people. Like
Yeah.
probably 5 of them. I mean, that's probably a
It's
random
a
number.
number.
Yeah.
Making up stats.
Yeah.
Maybe like five, like a handful. There's no number. A handful of people perish every year,
Definitely
like
do.
in the Midwest because of like who are homeless.
Super cold,
because
if
of
it's
the
like
cold,
snowing
right.
or
Yeah.
brutal rains.
Yeah.
And
I'm not really sure how like the whole like shelter things work. Like, is it
homeless
overnight?
shelters.
Yeah, is it overnight or is it like they'll kick you out after a certain time and you have to like find a place to live?
No, it's overnight. Because
Mm-hmm.
remember in the Pursuit of Happiness, it was like every night.
Yeah, we're
Mm.
basing this off. Of,
I mean, you have to have some reference.
so they're not really open during
Yeah,
the day,
Will
and then you
Smith
go
knows
there
about
just to
it.
sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's
Yeah,
a
they're
time
not-
when they open up and there's a capacity of how much people they could let in, obviously.
Yeah.
So if they ran out of capacity for the day, you're out of luck. And you have to figure
Find
out
something
your own
else.
shelter for that
Oh
night.
shit. Yeah.
Because that's why when Will Smith and Jaden Smith like went to sleep in that public bathroom, like, because they
yeah.
came in late and the place was at capacity. So they slept in there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be wrong, but I think that makes sense.
Sounds right.
That's probably why a lot of-
Fact check.
I think
I
that's why
made
a lot
it
of
the F up right as usual.
and that's why a lot of like homeless people just kind of hang out at the CTAs because it's never technically closed.
Right.
Or you could go underneath one of those like heating.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
And that's one way you could survive and with that have the heat, especially when it's winter out. And plus it's like tucked away, so there's not much exposure to like wind and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's big brain thinking.
Yeah.
the guy's doing there. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Surviving.
I guess another thing that I never really considered is like laundry. Like
there is no thing. You
I
just
would
wear the
say,
same clothes.
I don't think they have like clothing options.
They don't have
Yeah.
outfits, man. They just have
you could
one.
go to a laundromat and you just switch between 2 different like outfits or whatever.
But it's not like cost effective to wash
Yeah.
like, one outfit. You're spending like
You think it
$250 or whatever for wash and $250 for dry.
to wash like
Just
every
one
day.
outfit, yeah. So I don't think it's like cost effective. And let alone you have to find that money to
Yeah.
do that every time too.
I think if you beg enough, it's not hard to get.
You beg it
Bro.
Yeah, like a lot of people.
Well, I mean,
who-
I think it's hard now because a lot of people don't carry money.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
cash.
Yeah.
Because I've heard of people in California like they would rather beg than get a job because they made more money from begging.
That's pretty fucked.
Like one guy was he was making like a 6-figure like salary just begging in like LA, And then
I guess gotta get a new
That's-
career path, right? What am I doing? What are we doing?
Why are we going to college, bro? What?
I mean, this was probably 10 years ago, but he kept
That's
it,
even better 10 years
Things worth
ago.
more.
Yeah, things were worth.
he kept
yeah.
it like secret from his family, and he wanted to surprise
worth
them
less.
as soon as he
They're
got
worth more now.
Yeah.
So the,
He-
the
he kept
money
it-
goes farther.
He kept it like secret from his family for at least like I don't know, like 10 years, because he wanted to show them that he was like basically a millionaire at that point. But he had like health problems and he didn't go to the doctor. He ended up passing away, and then like his family found a stash because he was just hiding under his bed.
They're just like, what is this?
They're just like, there's so much cash
His
here.
bed
Like,
started out like this,
So
and
that
then
was just
10 years later, it's just like, why?
Was he selling drugs? What is this?
maybe. Nah.
6 figures.
I don't think you could do
beg.
that in Chicago because, I mean, most people that beg, like most people kind of tell them to like fuck off or they just ignore them. Yeah. I don't always like give money to people that are begging just
I don't
because
give
I've
any
been
money. Anyone.
I've been taught not to do that because there's a chance that they'll take advantage of your kindness and like, you know, you open your windows, they might just try to grab you or whatever. And, you know, so, but I mean, I'm sure that most of the people begging are in like a dire situation.
Right.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just cannot take the chance just in case something happens.
Right. Because you've seen people like that too, or seen videos,
Yeah.
or maybe had experience. I mean, the way it sounds, none of us had experience like that. But I mean, there's a off chance that experience from like someone trying to do that to us.
Yeah.
It scarred us of not trusting people in those certain situations too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, but it's a crazy topic. I
That was
surprised we talked about homeless
that was
people
a-
for that
Yeah.
long.
Was not expecting that topics went from catching up to just homelessness.
Yeah.
Min-maxing homelessness.
Right. It's a bride strand of
And then
Vinmax. That's hilarious.
no, I mean like there's the whole concept of like the starving artist. So I feel like it is very relevant, you know.
And what's that? I never heard of that.
Starving artist.
Yeah.
Doing it for your like passion, but that's not necessarily making
You don't
money.
actually make a lot of
Yeah,
money. So
yeah.
some people they don't have a backup plan, and maybe I can speak from like the musician side, but there are people that they do gigs for maybe 2-3 hours, and they only come out with like $100 at the end of the night. But then they have to split it between all of their bandmates. So they just
Yeah.
they're basically working all day like teaching, and then they do gigs, and then maybe like some like their own like main projects or whatever, and they kind of grind, and they're barely making ends meet, and a lot of them cannot afford rent, so they'll just stay at their friend's place or whatever.
Or stay in their car or whatever if they
Yeah.
have a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think now it's a lot more easier to be like recognized.
Oh,
for,
definitely.
Like, talent
Yeah.
because of the influence of social media and the internet and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
Obviously, like 10, 20 years ago, it would be a lot harder to
Yeah,
like
definitely.
to make it and like
Like-
what you're passionate about.
Yeah.
I got my job because of social media. It's
Right.
like
Oh, really?
Posting on
Yeah, yeah.
LinkedIn. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a TikTok or anything where you can like advertise your art?
Yeah, I have one. I don't use it that much though.
I feel like you should. Well, TikTok might
Yeah,
eventually
see
be
what
shut
happens to
down.
TikTok.
So, yeah.
They're discussing that.
I just started posting a lot more recently, but it's like it could be gone in however many months. But yeah, just keep your options open.
Right.
But yeah, I
YouTube
like TikTok.
Shorts.
Yeah, I like TikTok, and also it's pretty good at advertising to people that have never heard of you.
Oh, yeah,
I remember
definitely.
like my first post got maybe 800 views, and I barely follow anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Or I mean, people follow you because your followers should see what you post.
Either
right?
way, like
Your
I don't.
followers or your people you follow would.
Most
They
of the
would see it
people that
too?
are seeing mine or my post are people that I have like zero mutual friends or whatever.
No, I get that, but
Yeah.
I'm saying like Twitter, for example, like your followers see what you post, so I would
it's
imagine
the
like,
same way.
Okay, yeah, so you're saying like the people that you follow would see your post. You worded it weird. That's why I'm
Yeah,
confused.
probably.
That's why I was confused. I'm like,
like,
wait, what?
Something on like Instagram Reels or just Instagram like in general. Maybe I'll post something and I have the same amount of like followers and people that I'm following, and maybe only 30 people see my post, whereas like it's like 800 on TikTok. So there's
Yeah, Instagram's
much
kinda
more
bad with
potential
that.
there. Yeah, for whatever reason, I think I think it's because it's a worldwide audience, whereas like not everybody uses like Instagram all over the world. So
Right. And I mean, TikTok has become such a huge platform too, of all the, especially with attention span. I think we talked about that in the episodes.
Yeah.
Just like everyone likes that like
Those short
like,
form videos.
Yeah.
I kind of didn't want to get into TikTok in the first place because it kind of seemed cringe to me. So I didn't really
Well, I mean,
give it a
definitely
chance.
it's like a what, Gen Z, like
Yeah,
a
it
more,
definitely
like,
is.
Like right now teenagers, like late teens, like it's more of their like
Usually like the younger
like,
audiences.
that's
Yeah.
like, so maybe that's why I understand why I feel like kind of weird.
You have to
because
let the algorithm like do its job, and then after a while, it's literally the same thing as what I see on Instagram Reels, but I just see it first on TikTok. Because I think a lot of things start on TikTok, and then they kind of go to the other platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean,
Gotta be patient.
as in like that content or like the trend of it, like say
The actual content, because a
Okay.
lot of people have. I mean, most influencers are on all the social medias, and they
Right.
just kind of repost everything
Right.
and hope for the best. So
depending how big they are, they won't need to hope for the best if they're
Yeah.
big, but
Yeah.
if they're like at the moment like us, like we would hope for
Growing,
the best.
yeah.
But I ideally want to be consistent with it and hopefully catch on, and we don't have to be worrying about hoping for the best.
Yeah.
But
Well, it varies a lot. Like some people will get like 10 million views on a TikTok, and the next one just 40K. It really depends.
It's
on,
really random, yeah.
Yeah,
Or-
whatever's trending, and you just
Right.
have to like
Never
chase the
know.
trends. TikTok always like changes their algorithm. So, yeah. What do you guys think? Do you think that they will stick around, or do you think it's like not likely at all?
if they make it U.S. based, it'll stick around, or not U.S. based though. Anywhere besides China, it's gonna stick
Yeah, that's
around.
what they said, yeah.
But if it sticks in China, it's not gonna stick around. It's pretty like
Yeah.
black and white. So
Yeah, I think there are probably plenty of companies that are willing to buy it.
Oh, 100%.
It might just
Oh, yeah.
be like maybe Mark Zuckerberg will just buy it, and it's gonna be like part of the whole like
More
like,
meta
thing.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, doesn't need anything else.
I mean, his wife is Chinese too, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I know she's
I know
Asian.
she's Asian.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
don't
if
know
she's
if
Chinese.
I wasn't
Chinese.
sure, but I
yeah.
thought she was.
Maybe.
Need another fact check?
Is Mark Mike? Okay.
Chinese, okay.
Is she Chinese American, or was she from China and then she immigrated to marry him?
Dang, you're giving the U.S. More more fuel.
Yeah.
They're gonna stop them from buying
Yeah, I
it
don't know
now.
if she was a U.S. born or she like was an exchange student because they met in Harvard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she might be an exchange student.
Yeah. Possibly, it would make sense.
Dang, now he can't buy it.
She might be like just pressuring him, just
Like,
like
Right.
give them the money.
Right.
Just ruined his plan.
Yeah, I think it would be a smart move, like in my opinion, for him.
She was born here.
Oh, she's
Oh.
born here. Okay.
Massachusetts.
Ooh, okay. That reminds me of remember the Karate Kid, like the new version, with, like Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
And like I forgot that scene where he's just like, "Oh, where are you from?" He's like, "Oh, I'm from
Detroit.
Yeah,
Detroit.
How did the scene go again?
Because he was speaking Chinese to him because they're on the flight to China, and then Jaden Smith was speaking Chinese to the guy, and he's like, "Dude, I
Yeah.
don't speak Chinese. I'm from Detroit."
Yeah. Yeah.
What a movie.
Yeah, it's iconic. Last subject I want to talk about, I mean, because it seems like this hour is almost hours
Oh,
went
yeah.
by way too
Yeah.
fast. Is like the recent news of like Akira Toriyama and like Dragon
Yeah.
Ball, hit the creator that recently passed away. I know for me, I remember growing up watching Dragon Ball, and then there's a lot of things I watch now that are influenced from his work or play, because like he did like Chrono Trigger, he
Yeah.
did Dragon
Oh,
Quest.
did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
That's
games.
cool.
I don't know if there's other games he's made. or,
Blue
like,
Dragon, I don't know if you
Blue
heard
Dragon.
of that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was like
he
he made an anime too.
Oh, yeah, that was, yeah.
Yeah. I know there was a game that,
There's
or
like
he was a design.
some
the
obscure
concept of
fighting
it.
game called Toe Ball or something. He worked on that too.
Really. But yeah, I just wanted to say like that guy's influence has a huge impact on myself. I don't know about
Yeah.
the same for, I mean, probably Dom.
Definitely
the
for me.
same, or
Did you cry?
Did I cry? I did not cry though. But I was
Okay.
just kind of just like in
It's
like
just
a
a-
loss, because it's just like
Yeah.
we've been losing a lot of, we as in like the community, especially like the anime manga space, have been losing a lot of like good creators that are
Yeah.
like the Toramiura, like Berserk, and then we lost with the Yu-Gi-Oh guy. I forgot his name.
For his name too.
And then there was someone else. But we've been losing like too many like mangaka recently, so it's just like crazy that that's just been like a nonstop kind of non-stop cycle, I guess I could say, of those people that have been passing away. So, but he's been huge because like I'm a big One Piece guy.
That's heavily inspired by Dragon Ball.
Inspired like Bleach, Naruto, like the original big three of the past generation, and then like like Demon Slayer and like what's the other one? The new gen stuff. I'm trying to think of it. I don't think Black Clover was.
JJK?
Maybe JJK, but JJK is more inspired by Bleach, but Bleach is
inspired
by Dragon Ball.
It's kind of like the grandfather.
Yeah, he's like the grandfather of it all. So it's just like crazy seeing someone that had such a huge inspiration. And like I saw, I think it was yesterday or earlier this week that somewhere in the Middle East, I think it was not Saudi, maybe it was Saudi. They're making like a whole like Dragon Ball theme park.
Ooh.
I think it was Saudi Arabia.
Was it?
Kind of like a Six Flags, but like
it just themed,
crazy.
Dragon Ball.
No, like it would be like the dragon thingy.
Just they're having it. It's pretty sick.
Yeah,
They have like
fucking crazy, bro. Yeah,
because they have the concept art of it.
Yeah.
Displayed on the article I saw. I was like, oh snap, that's pretty crazy.
Really interesting
that they're doing that. I mean, of course, like man's like
he's a big legacy.
He's huge legacy, impact on a lot of people's lives, and how anime and manga like became mainstream as it is because everyone like reference point was always Dragon
That was my
Ball.
first one. Yeah. My first manga too.
So, so I just wanted to hear your like thoughts on it all, and
It just feels weird that he's gone.
yeah, I know.
That's weird to think about.
Because I also was checking like how he died. He apparently like had like blood like between his like skull and brain, and I forgot what exactly because I'm not
Yeah.
do you have like blood
medical field?
clots or whatever? Or no.
I don't know if I don't think it was a blood clot, but I don't know how. Like, I would imagine like blood goes through your brain to skull, but I could be wrong. But I mean, that's what the term was called.
Yeah.
They're like the reason why I was like, oh snap,
He wasn't that old, right?
he's 68. 68.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's kind of like getting there.
He's getting there, but I mean, he was not
He wasn't like
old, like 7. I mean, almost 70, 80. But I mean,
Yeah.
he still had some more life left in him.
yeah. Exactly.
When did Dragon Ball peak? Like in the 90s, 2000s?
90s.
So he's probably maybe like in his 30s.
When he made it. I think he said he made his first manga when he was 24, I think.
Okay. So we're not too far off. Yeah. Just
So he made his
a
first
lot
like
of things can
one-shots.
happen in just like a year or two.
Yeah, for real.
So you just keep grinding and
Because I have a book by him with all his like first one-shots.
Oh, really?
He said he asked his mom for money, and she was like, "No, get a job." And he's like, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna make some manga submissions."
see what happens when you listen to your parents. You just,
Moral of the
don't
story.
amount to anything. Yeah.
Moral of the story, don't listen to your parents.
Yeah,
He's like,
bro.
"Get a job. I'm not giving you money." He's like, "Find it. I'll make manga."
Yeah.
But also, like, it wasn't as lucrative. Because obviously, like, the publisher is going to get a cut, and then
Yeah.
obviously depends on, like, how much sales you get, too. So, I mean, it's not going to... If it doesn't, like, take off, it's not
Yeah,
gonna
because
be,
Dragon
like,
Ball's a
conducive.
mega hit. So
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
you
he made
never
a lot.
know with
Yeah,
that.
how much he got.
Most manga
Unless his,
flop.
studio was catching fire because he was putting some heat out there, you know? He was cooking
Yeah, it really is
something,
just
bro.
like you never know.
Yeah.
Are there any like conspiracy theories behind like his death?
I don't
Maybe
think
he
so.
got like, I don't know, not Epstein, but like just like someone took him out for whatever
No,
reason.
he
He
was
knows
a-
too much.
I don't think any enemies.
No.
Just an upstanding guy for what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, usually, like, Japan people are pretty, like...
Yeah.
Good people too. If it was like probably somewhere else in the world, that would have been a
Then they would be like,
story.
yeah, okay.
But since it's in Japan, I don't
Yeah.
think that would have been the case.
We're losing all the good ones, and then
Yeah.
meanwhile we have Dan Schneider. Probably
Do we have
leave
enough
that for
time to
another
dive into
episode, you know.
And on that, have a cliffhanger. From,
Maybe
Yeah.
a couple
We're gonna end on a
minutes.
cliffhanger.
We have a couple of minutes.
On the net.
we need more time to talk about that.
On the
Yeah.
next episode of Dragon Ball.
Let's go.
But that's it, boys and girls. Thanks for tuning in for the living room. I appreciate y'all for popping out. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye.
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 Do the British wave. Okay.
British.